Hey guys, it's Tan, and I've literally just downloaded the new Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle Pack. I'm really excited to get into it. I am starting a new Let's Play, which I'm going to be uploading onto my channel, obviously. And I've sort of done a little bit of preparation for this Let's Play. I did know it was going to be based on the eco lifestyle, so I will have to go in and change a few things, change a few outfits, and update the house that we'll be living in. It is a container inspired build, so I will be using a lot of the new features, and I just want to show you guys. But yeah, I'm really excited to get started. Obviously there's a lot of new gameplay to enjoy, and I'm going to introduce the characters as well. So here we go. We are currently in Brindleton Bay. We're going to start off in this family just really quickly, so I'm going to go in and introduce them. So here we go. I think there might be a small error with this house where I put the stairs, so because I have game tested or play tested this, so I might have to quickly swap this house round in just a moment. But yeah, this is the family that we'll be playing with, so I will go into Create a Sim and show you. Okay, so this is Max Fields, so he's going to be the main protagonist for our Let's Play. He does have some custom content at the moment. I've just quickly gone in and updated one of his outfits. So this is from Cats and Dogs, but I've put the new dungarees on him. And I have given him the Eco Innovator aspiration, so that this sim wants to build a better, greener community. Now I didn't want to give him all the traits at the same time, so he is only a green fiend. We could have given him Recycle, Disciple, Freegan, or Maker, but I do want him to go into the new career, so civil career I believe it is. So I thought that these traits might affect him in other ways, and I did want to give him cheerful and loves outdoors, so I'd like him to do a bit of gardening. I think being cheerful will mean that we get more points, so we'll be able to influence the community a little bit more, so I've given him those traits there. Now he does have a daughter called Poppy, so this is Poppy. Just going to go in. Now she is a charmer. I'm just going to see what new options there are. Oh my gosh, I love that. So this is her normal day-to-day outfit, which I love anyway, so I'm going to give her an additional outfit. Oh my gosh, right, I wanted to check this out. Oh my gosh, look, that's so cute. Now, because she lives with her dad, I do think that she'd be a little bit more tomboyish, you know. She's not picking her own clothes, and yes, obviously she could be a bit girly or whatever, but I think because Max is so practical, he'd want her in practical clothes, so we're going to go with that for now. Obviously this is her formal wear, so that kind of contradicts what I said, but this is formal, so he'd dress her up a little bit. And then we have sleep party wear. I think I'm going to keep it like this for now, just because that doesn't quite suit what we're going for at the moment. Swimwear. I absolutely love this little play suit, which I think is custom content, so we could have this again, but we've got it on a normal outfit, and then this is her cold weather wear. So yeah, I haven't used any of the new clothes for his other outfits. A lot of them are custom content or base game through one of the packs. So we haven't used most of them, but like I say, I'm more interested in some of the gameplay options rather than the Create a Sim options for these particular characters. So I'm just going to introduce Jemima. So this is Max's mum. Now she's very friendly, very family oriented. She's a bookworm and she's a goofball, and she has the big happy family aspiration, which makes her domestic. Just going to see if any of the outfits will suit her. So I'm already seeing one that I love, actually. I love that. I do like it when packs come out and they have outfits which suit the older, like, elders, because some outfits you get like packs and the outfits, they're really tailored towards younger Sims. I think this is a bit boho for her, so I think she'd be more like a little bit more chic. But yeah, I do like the fact that, you know, I really like that actually. But I like it when they can wear them and not look really ridiculous. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's see if we've got get any new shoes. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at these clogs. Oh, I'm loving those. I've got some like trainers and sandals and proper clogs and then some sort of slip-on slippers. I'm loving these. I do have this sort of view in mind that Jemima's a little bit more eccentric, but yeah, she's very free thinking. She's a little bit she's a free spirit, but she is very supportive. She does contrast with a couple of the other characters who I'll show you in a minute, but she doesn't really care what other people think of her. She's just concerned with her family being happy. She just wants to live the life that, you know, she enjoys, and she wants to make sure that Max and Poppy are happy. So yeah, and they do have a cat as well, and this is Velvet, because he's red. So Red Velvet Cupcake, so I called him Velvet. And he's a Somali cat, so he is fluffy, he's lazy, but he is friendly. So this is Jemima's cat actually. So we are going to be moving into the new neighbourhood in just a moment. I am going to just do a really quick introduction to some of the other characters that we're going to have in this Let's Play. Okay, so here we have the managed household. Now, this is the family that we will be playing with, and we will be leaving Jemima shortly for the new neighbourhood. But we're just going to go and see this family, because as you may notice, they are also called Fields. So this is Alicia Abbott. So she was actually romantically involved with Max Fields, and she's the mother of the daughters. So I say daughters, and that is because this is Lavender. So technically Lavender is Poppy's twin, and they are now separated from each other because Alicia and Max have gone through quite a nasty breakup. They have a difference of opinions, they have different values. You know, Alicia is currently in the business career. She's living in the city she didn't want to leave, and Max is taking up a new opportunity, you know, so he's currently living with his mum, and has managed to gain custody of one of his daughters. You know, it's kind of a parent trap situation. You know, they thought instead of being apart from both of their daughters, it was best to have one daughter fully all the time. But it does mean that perhaps Poppy and Lavender's relationship could be a little bit strained when they get older. For the moment, the family will do what they can. So just going to show you Alicia's outfit. So she's very put together, she's very business-like. She does like to dress up, go out in the town. She is a little bit of a party girl, but she takes motherhood very seriously in the least. Just general outfits here, some of them custom content. And yeah, she's not afraid to show her personality, but she does keep it muted for business. Now she is wanting to be fabulously wealthy, which obviously contradicts with Max's aim to improve the world around us, but it also makes her business savvy. She is materialistic, she is outgoing, and she is a hot-headed sim. So she has many traits that conflict with Max. You know, they sort of met in school, they got along, they had their daughters, but things didn't work out. I'm not sure why this hair keeps reverting to brunette. But yeah, these are Lavender's outfits here, so I'm just going to quickly run through them. A lot more feminine, a lot more playful, I guess, rather than practical. And yeah, I actually really love this outfit. It's just so random, but lots of layers. And Lavender has the angelic trait. So there's still another few family members to meet, so I'm just going to go and find them. I am just going to show you Alicia and Lavender's home really quickly, and you'll see how different it will be to Max and Poppy's. Okay, so this is Alicia's apartment where she is living with Lavender, and it's sort of glam. Obviously the walls are up, but this is Lavender's room, so she has pretty pictures on the walls of fancy ladies and gentlemen. She has a little bit of a white and pink theme going on. She does have a dollhouse and comfy chair. And then this is Alicia's room, so it's quite a minimalist house. It's like doesn't have a lot of clutter. She has a few items that are precious to her, but other than that, she likes to keep it fairly minimal. She's just got a small desk area here, and then the bathroom in here is pretty standard. And then this is a 2-story apartment, so this is the rest of it. So small living area, dining table, and kitchen area with a little entrance. So yeah, very black and white, very clean, very modern, you know, showing off her personality quite a lot. So this is again in contrast to Max's personality, so it does sort of make you think what drew them to each other. I'm not currently planning that they would get back together anytime soon, but we will see where the storyline takes them. And I'm just going to quickly show you her parents, because I think that's going to be important in understanding Alicia's character a little bit more. This is Alicia's family. So again, I'm going to go into their household and just show you. I haven't done any updates to this house. The other places I had built and renovated, but this one I haven't touched yet. I may update it at a later time, but currently I'm not planning to. We're not going to be spending an awful lot of time playing with these characters. I do love that this is popping up. So that your neighbourhood's eco footprint is neutral. Learn more in the eco footprint lesson. So obviously, if we went into the neighbourhood view, we'd be able to see that all the neighbourhoods are affected, not just the new neighbourhood. So again, quickly going to go into Creator Sim and show you the last part of this family. So this is Ralph Abbott and his wife. So these two are interesting characters in the fact that they don't get along with Max at all. As the parents of his ex-girlfriend, you wouldn't necessarily expect them to, but some of the reasons that they don't get along with him is because of who they are, and I think that's influenced Alicia's personality a little bit. Now Ralph is a serial romantic, so he's in a long-term married relationship, but he's perhaps not the best husband and father. He is erratic, he is a kleptomaniac, and he is evil. I don't have many Sims who have all negative traits, or what you could perceive as all negative traits, but I have given them to Ralph here. Just going to quickly run through the outfits just so you can see. I think this is perhaps one of the worst. Like the brown suit, like he thinks it's attractive, but it's really not. And then Amrita is this character here. So most of the time she's very put together, but she also has 3 negative traits, and she also wants to be public enemy. So both of Alicia's parents are not good people. So actually the fact that Alicia, you know, wants to do well in her life. She is materialistic, but she's still outgoing. She's still sort of well balanced. Is a bit of a miracle, but yeah, I think she struggles with her parents' expectations of her, so she may change later on in the gameplay. You know, she may come to realise what is more important, you know, realise the impact of splitting up her daughters has had, realise that perhaps objects and having the biggest house is not going to make her happy, or she could become just like her parents, and she could be a bit spiteful and vindictive and play out her life in a completely different way. So I think it'd be interesting a lot to see Alicia's character development. We're not going to play with her an awful lot. We will go back and forth, but for the time being I'm going to focus on Max and Poppy, just because of the new pack. I want to get a little bit of the gameplay, familiarise myself with it and enjoy it. Okay guys, so I am going to start this Let's Play off in Jemima's house. So we've met the characters, we sort of understand where they're coming from. I do want to show you her house and have a sort of final last day in the property before Max and Poppy move out. So we are going to jump in. So that was synchronicity right there. They're all going to bed at 2 PM in the afternoon. Fab, great. So here is Jemima's house. I'm just going to show you quickly from the outside with all the roofs up. Okay, so they are in Brindleton Bay. This is Jemima's house, and yeah, it's very rustic, but still it's got that English by the sea vibe with the panelling. This is the house. I did build it from scratch. I didn't film it just because it's quite a not standard house, but it's, yeah, there's nothing really eccentric about it, or it's not really part of the challenge, so I sort of built it off camera. And yeah, I really enjoyed building it. It was a bit of a challenge. Like, the spaces up here are challenging, like the bathroom is very weird shape, and because Max and Poppy are currently living with Jemima, because they've just moved out of their family home from Alicia and Lavender, I did want them to sort of be in close quarters. I did want to show that they are struggling, so they are currently sharing the spare bedroom. Velvet's watching over Poppy there, and then downstairs there's a sort of living room area over here where Max has just gone. And this really shows Jemima's taste. You know, she's very upbeat, she's very bright and bubbly, but she's a little bit old-fashioned. So some of the things are old-fashioned, even, and maybe even clashing a little bit. But like I say, she doesn't really mind. She likes what she likes, and she's not ashamed to be who she is. So I'm gonna see. Poppy's gonna get hungry in a minute, so we're gonna need to feed her. And you might as well wake up. We'll get you to clean up a little bit, and maybe make some food, and then we might get him to potty train Poppy really quick. Just because it's sort of halfway down, she's not starving yet, so she won't be in too much of a negative mood. Like, numb. Look at Velvet creeping. He's like, human food. Okay, so she is now in quite a bad mood.
Meshka.
Little cuties. Max can grab Poppy, put her in the high chair, and they can all have breakfast together, even though Jemima started a little bit early. Yeah, she's going to clean up. Doesn't mean she can't come and sit at the table while they're having a sort of last breakfast together, and that would be really nice. I was planning to spend a little bit more time in this house, but I really want to get into Evergreen Harbour and some of the new gameplay, and we can always come back and revisit. And yeah, it's also why there's only a few sort of essential items for the toddlers. You know, the bedroom's quite basic. you know, they're not going to be here for a while. You know, sort of in terms of timeline, they've probably been here a couple of days, and now Max has got a new job and they'll be moving to a new place, so hopefully Jemima will come and visit them.
Blob Abgor. Wesabu Ukenig. Kapow!
Okay, put Poppy there.
Shamagra Gorsai.
I'll just do that.
Lazlo Vilpa.
Or Poppy comes over and takes the food herself. No.
Yuwada Zomaz? Huh?
That was like all the time.
Dom Sabuna. Arps. Aga Aga.
Put Poppy down here. Come on.
Kazi Penork.
No.
Huba Dubrig.
No, she's going for herself. Stop it. This is one of the really frustrating things. Because toddlers can obviously take food themselves, but you don't necessarily want them to. Put her in the high chair. Grab a serving for Poppy. There you go. It's as simple as this, guys. Come on. Yeah, I know she's very hungry. I've spent half an hour trying to put her in a high chair. Jeez! Oh my god! Right, now you can eat it. You can grab yours. And you are back making tea, because that's what Sims do when they have nothing else to do. And she's going to go sit somewhere else apart from her family. Sometimes there's no common sense with this game. It's just like, I just want them to sit together, have a nice breakfast, and sort of say goodbye to each other. And it's just not that simple. Okay, so they have a really bad relationship with Alicia's parents. Actually, they don't have such a bad relationship with Ralph, but Amrita is just not a nice person, and Jemima and Max don't get along with her at all. So it's sad. You need amusement. I understand that, don't I? At least you're not starving now. Max is just sitting there, not really interacting. This is just a very chaotic family breakfast. Okay, that's what passes for comedy nowadays. Okay, so I'm just going to get him to do a few last interactions, and then we're going to manage worlds because we can't do it through Move Household. Otherwise Jemima would end up coming with us. So, and we are creating a new household, so we'll put both of these two here. Now, Jemima's had the 7,044 simoleons. The home that we're going into is roughly, I believe, 25,000 simoleons. So I'm going to give 26 and say that, you know, due to the circumstances, Jemima is helping out her son move to a new area. You know, she knows he's got a job, he's got a daughter to take care of. She's very supportive of him. Them living with her was not a permanent arrangement, so she knew he was going to need some support. Hopefully that's going to be enough. We'll see in a second. If not, we'll try again, but let's go to Evergreen Harbour. So this is sort of the first time I'm seeing this gameplay. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where they've played this, but this is the first time I'm seeing it gameplay wise. So I have seen people use the eco footprint, and they're sandwiched between rolling hills of evergreen forest on one side and the waters of the Willapet Sound on the other. Evergreen Harbour used to be the industrial hub of the region. However, as the world changed around it, the region has struggled to keep up. A place where Sims value their community and neighbourly love isn't just a pastime. Evergreen Harbour now stands on the precipice of making its own future. The only question is, what kind of future will it be? So it's quite exciting. And we'll see here that there are 3 areas. This is actually neutral, so I think in other people's gameplay that I've seen, I think they probably had early access. This has been polluted, so it's quite interesting to see that it is neutral. Okay, so we are going to be moving into this lot. It's an eco lot. It has the child's play and reduce and recycle lot traits as well. So we're going to get Max and Poppy here and move them in. Okay, so I've moved them in, but I've come back out straight away because I'm going to stop this part here because we've done a lot of time on the introductions to the characters. This video is probably about 20-30 minutes as is. So the next video will be them living in their new home and the first few days of their journey, and we'll see where it takes them. I believe they're moving in on a Sunday, so we'll have to get voting quite quick if we want to make any changes to the neighbourhood this week, otherwise we'll have to wait for next week. But obviously he starts a new job. We're going to see how Poppy does in her environment, and I'd really like to start making changes to the neighbourhood straight away. If you have liked this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I will be putting a new video out tomorrow with the next part and another video on Sunday, so I'm going to be putting quite a few videos out. I am still learning the editing software and just how to record in general, getting used to my mic, so I'm sorry if this part was a little bit clanky. I know that there's a bit of an echo sometimes, and also if I knock my desk or anything like that you can hear it, but thank you for your patience and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!